Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It is video number 3 of my YouTube chef series, and I am coming in with something that Shelly'S homemade cooked recently, and it made me feel like it. This is some nice liver and onions. So let's jump into this video and I'll show you how I get it done. Alrighty guys, so I have right here some beef livers. I just had these soaking in some water, and I'm going to be seasoning these with some seasoning salt, onion powder, black pepper, and I'm going to be using some onion, and also going to be using some kitchen bouquet to color my gravy, and a little bit of chicken bouillon powder that is not pictured. All right guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get my liver all seasoned up. I like to keep it simple with my liver, just a little black pepper, and then I'm going to add a little onion powder to it. All right, and once I get that added, then I'm going to add me some seasoning salt. All right, once I get my seasoning salt added, then I'm just going to give this a little mix just to get my seasonings distributed. All right, so once I get that mix, then this is going to be ready. I'm just going to dredge it in some flour, and this is going to be ready to fry. Alrighty guys, so I'm just getting this down inside of my cast iron skillet here. I have a little leftover grease from a previous fry. You guys know I believe in using my grease from a previous fry because it has so much flavor in it. So this is leftover chicken grease, and I'm just going to get all of this liver down inside of my cast iron skillet here. All right, so I'll get this last piece in, and then you're just going to let this fry for a couple of minutes until it starts getting brown on one side, and I'll flip it. You don't want to let it go too long because liver will burn really, really quick on you. Alrighty guys, so I let these go just a couple minutes on one side, and you just want to give it a nice flip. I'm not looking to cook these all the way done. I just want to brown them a little bit because they're going to sit inside of that gravy and just simmer, so they will definitely get done. All right, so I'm going to just give these a flip, let it go on the next side for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to come and take these out and add my onions to this pan. Alrighty guys, I am back. I'm going to get these liver out now. You see that they still need to cook, but I always take mine out before they are completely done because I think it helps to keep them nice and tender. That's the way my mom always did it, so I am definitely continuing to do it that way. And once I get this out, then I'm going to discard a little bit of this oil. That's a little bit too much oil for me to make my gravy. So I'm going to get some of that discarded. Once I get a little bit of that discarded, I'm going to add my onions inside of here, and we're just going to get these sweated down some. Doesn't have to be completely tender. All right, and we're going to just give that a mix. If I start breaking it up so much, like it's not going to break up once it starts cooking. But I'm just going to give that a mix, guys, and kind of pull up the rest of that stuff from the bottom of this pan. That's going to be nothing but flavor. All right, and after I let that cook for a few minutes, I'm coming in and adding some of this dirty flour inside it. Coming and adding some of this flour inside of here, guys. And this is about three and a half tablespoons of flour that I added, and I did add a little bit more off camera. So that was a total of about 3.5 tablespoons of flour. And I always use the same amount of water when I make my gravy. All right, so I let that flour cook a little bit just to get rid of that raw flour taste. And I'm not trying to brown this or anything. I have my kitchen bouquet for that, so I just let it cook until I get rid of that flour taste. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add my water inside of here. All right, so we'll get that mixed in. This is 2 cups of water. I'm going to get all of that mixed in first. Just want to pull up all of those residue at the bottom of this pan. All right, then I'm just going to dump the rest of that in. And then I'm going to fill my little measuring cup back up. Well, I'm going to add just another another cup of water. And then I'll put that inside of here also. All right, guys, so now I'm going to add another cup of water inside of here. And I want to correct myself. Earlier, I said I use the same amount of water as I do flour, and that is incorrect. I do not use 3 tablespoons of water inside of here. I use 3 tablespoons of flour and 3 cups of water. So now I'm just going to add me some seasonings in here. That was some black pepper. Now I'm going to add me some onion powder. All right, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some of this chicken bouillon powder. You could use beef base if you have it. Just going to give that a mix. And then to add a little color to this, I'm going to come in with my kitchen bouquet. You guys should know by now, I'm always going to use my kitchen bouquet. We're just going to give that a mix. And that was still just a little bit too light for me, so I went on ahead and added the rest that was inside of this little bottle here. All right, so once I get my kitchen bouquet in, then I'm going to come in, put my meat back inside of here. All right, once I get all of that back down, I'm just going to cover it and bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to reduce my heat down to like a medium low. And I'm just going to let this just simmer for maybe about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And this is going to be done. Make sure you get all of those juices back inside of there. All of that is going to be nothing but flavor. All right, guys, so I'll get that up to a boil and then I will be back once this is just about done. Okay, guys, so we're going to give this a check. This was about 10 minutes or so. Once I got it up to a boil, you can see that my vegetables and everything are starting to get nice and tender. But by no stretch of the imagination is this nice and tender for me just yet. So I'm going to just cover that back and let it go for another 15 minutes or so. Then I'll be back and check it. All right, guys, I am back. And it was like another 20 minutes or so that I let this go. You can see that it reduced a little bit, has a nice gravy. My liver is nice and fork tender. So this right here is ready to go. And I'm gonna be having mine with a little rice. Shelly's homemade had hers with some nice grits, but I didn't feel like any grits tonight. I'm gonna plate this up with a little rice. And I also have me something to sop up that gravy with, some nice buttermilk biscuits. So I'm gonna take my thumbnails, videos, and then I will be back and give this a taste test. All right, guys. I am coming in with a quick taste test. This is my nice liver and onions. Shelly's homemade liver and onions. Shelly had hers with some nice grits, but I am gonna do mine with some nice, good rice and my corn. If you guys remember, this is the corn that I did with the Tablespoons fire and smoke cooking. So let's go ahead and give this a taste test. So I'm gonna taste this rice and corn first. Mm-hmm. Mm. Get a piece of this liver, nice and tender. Get that. Mm. I know some people don't like liver, but alrighty, guys, I'm about to go in. Mm. Can't forget the biscuit. Mm. Alrighty, guys, this was another great meal right here. I always enjoy some nice liver and onions. If you guys haven't checked out Shelly's Homemade yet, look in the description of this video and go over there and check her out. She cooks some absolutely wonderful meals. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, Cooking and Chillin with Kenny. And don't forget the hashtag, guys. Pray for love and peace. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.